Hello everyone. As you already know, I have made videos on many topics like making robots with Arduino, using the Lego EV3, programming in EV3 Basic, etc. I'm now learning ethical hacking and so will make videos on it. This is the first video in the series. So firstly, I should make it clear that hacking means gaining access to systems and it can land you in trouble if you try to hack other people's systems without their consent. But you can practice on your own systems, the systems that you have set up, or other machines that you have the permission to hack. So, why do we learn ethical hacking? We learn hacking to get to know and understand how our systems can be compromised and how can we secure our systems against such attacks. And the first step in hacking is to get to know and use the various tools. There are many different tools out there, but if you are just starting or are a beginner, I would recommend you to install an operating system that is specifically designed for hacking. The most common ones are Kali Linux and Parrot OS, and they already come pre-installed with most of the tools that we need. Both of these operating systems are based on Linux, so you would need to learn Linux. And the tools that we will use do not work on Windows. Today we will focus on setting up our environment. We will first install the Oracle VM Virtualbox and then we will install Kali Linux. You can also install Parrot OS instead of Kali Linux, and then we are going to install Metasploitable, which is a machine that is specifically designed to be hacked into.
So first we will install the Oracle VM Virtualbox. So just type in, go to Google, www.google.com, then type in Oracle VM Virtualbox, the first site, and we can download VirtualBox 6.1. I'm on Windows, so I click here. If you're on Mac, click here, Linux distributions. So it should download this, and I'll cancel it because I already have it downloaded. And you just double click on it. I have it somewhere here. I already have it installed. So yeah, you just double click on it and you'll have the installation wizard. Select location, next, next, and proceed with the installation. So I'll already have it installed, so I will click on cancel. If you're installing, just click on yes and finish. So this should have it installed. It will take a bit of time. Just now if you open it up, you'll see empty here. You will not see anything over here. So this is Kali Linux, Metasploitable and Windows 10. We will have to you install them. Okay, installing in VirtualBox means downloading images and then importing them. So let's go ahead and install Kali Linux. So Kali Linux VirtualBox image, it will take us to Google. The first link of offensive security. Now this is the organization that maintains Kali Linux, and this got recently updated version 2020.4, 2.4 gigabytes for VMware images. We do not have to download VMware, we are installing it for VirtualBox. So we are going to go ahead and download the VirtualBox images. So we are going to click Kali Linux VirtualBox 64-bit image. This is what you want, and this is 3.6 gigabytes in size. And then this is going to download this for us, and this is in the .ova file format, and I'm going to cancel this because I have it downloaded, because it will take a lot of time to download this file. And then I go to my downloads folder, and this is the file. Just double click on it and it will open up with the VirtualBox manager and this import dialog box. So now you choose a machine based folder. This is where all the data for that machine will be stored, and leave this to default and import. Click agree and then wait for it. It will take a bit of time depending on the processes running on the computer right now and other things. Okay, so now you should see something like this, not the above three, this one. It should say install and powered off. Okay, so you click on start, give it a moment to start. It's going to boot up a Linux machine. I'm going to go ahead and make it full screen. Enter. It's going to give us a bit of pop-up saying mouse pointer integration supported and keyboard commands will be directly sent to the OS. You can just click on close. It's a bit irritating. And then it's going to ask us for the username and password. So the as of 2020, the default username is Kali and default password is also Kali. So just enter the password and username and it should take us to this screen. So I just click the right control key and F, so it does it in full screen. The right control key is the host key. Okay, so if I print right control and alt tab, then I can change the tabs. Otherwise, if I just don't press control, it will send all the commands to the virtual machine running. If I want to send the commands to my host machine, that is Windows, I will have to press the right control key. Okay, so this is Kali Linux installed. Now we will go ahead and install Metasploitable. So I'm just going to shut it down and it's going to take us back to the screen. So let's again go to our friend Google, say Metasploitable, I don't know spelling, Metasploitable Virtualbox image, download. So we have to download it from SourceForge. This is the second link. Click on download. And this one I don't have it downloaded, I think, so I will have to download this. It's 825 MB, so just 2 minutes. I'm going to pause the video. Okay, so it's downloaded. I will just click over here to open it. Metasploitable 2. So we want the VirtualBox machine file. I'm just going to extract all of them and to my downloads folder. Okay. Now this will also take time. So now let us install Metasploitable. If you notice, the Kali Linux installer was in the file format of .ova, and here we only have the virtual machine disk format for Metasploitable. So we will have to install it in a different way. So go to the VirtualBox manager or the VirtualBox and click on machine new. Okay, what you will see is this dialog box. So over here click on expert mode, or even if you don't, it's still fine, but it shows all the options on the same page. We are going to give it a name, Metasploitable. 2 is optional, that's up to you. So type Linux, version let it be. So we are only going to give it 1 GB of RAM, that's 1024 MB. And we are going to select use an existing virtual hard disk file. And click on this icon, select from folder, then add, then go to the folder where you downloaded it, this file. And by default, it's going to show the VMDK file. So this one, open, and you have to click here, choose and create. Cannot create the machine folder. Okay, so I'll have to create another folder. Okay, now it should be no problem. So that was just a conflict between one I already have installed and one I am installing. So there should be no problem for you guys. And click on start. And one thing I forgot to tell you is how to power off Kali Linux. And I'll just tell you, give it a moment to boot. So this is Metasploitable starting up. It's going to say some things, and again the same pop-ups over here, that mouse integration and other things, etc., etc. And so this is Kali Linux again. I'll just show you how to shut it down. So you can see that it's putting a lot of things on the terminal, saying that SQL is running, Apache is running, and other things. And then it's going to ask for the login. So the login and password is msfadmin. Okay, so msfadmin, same password msfadmin. And then we have the terminal over here. So don't worry, we will go over it in detail. For now, we can just do who am I, and it should say MSF admin. If that works, great. You installed it correctly. Now just type in sudo power off. sudo power off. We will go over all these commands in the next video. For now, this will just power off the laptop. And it's going to ask us for the password MSF admin. And then it's going to say we are powering off and etc, etc, etc. And if you notice at the top when it's booting, it says that this is a very vulnerable machine and never expose it to an actual network. Okay, so that's one thing to keep in mind. And this is Kali Linux, as I just told you. Okay, so I forgot to show you how to shut it down. Just give it a minute to boot, and there we go. So to shut it down, there's this power button right here. Click on it, it will show you all these options and then shut down. Okay, so this was it for today's tutorial. Next time we'll learn more about them, more about Linux, basic Linux commands, etc.